Hello, hello, and welcome to Chaos and Order Art by Susan Holt. That is me. Today is October 15th, 2025. Welcome to Zen Stay Wednesday Live with me. Before I get too into anything, I'm going to set up my computer and make sure it is working. So I can see comments, I can see your questions, all that kind of good stuff. Give me just a minute to see if I am live. I am live! Yay! Fantastic. Okay, I have that all set up and ready to go. Before I get started with art stuff, I would like to do a little bit of housekeeping. So for those of you who are watching live, thank you so much for watching live and joining me tonight. For those of you who are watching in replay, go ahead and put hashtag replay down in the comments for me. That way I know you stopped by. I appreciate knowing that you stopped by. And for those of you in both replay and live, thumbs up button, heart button, all that kind of good stuff. Always appreciate your feedback. So comments and questions down in the comment section is terrific. For those of you watching on YouTube, go ahead and like and subscribe, and thank you so much for joining me. So today, I need to frame some paintings, and I'm going to do a different one than I said I was going to frame earlier today in my post, because I'm going to tell you a little story and that'll explain everything. So, the reason I'm doing a smaller painting for framing tonight is because my shoulders are on fire. Because yesterday and today, over the weekend, I realized that I was really overwhelmed kind of being in our living room, our family room. And I realized it's because there was so much art on the walls, which is a great problem to have, let me tell you. But I was feeling really overwhelmed and a little stifled. So between then and now, I have talked to my husband and said I need fewer pieces on the walls because it's really starting to annoy me. Oh, I see Danielle is here. Hey, Danielle, thanks for joining me. And he said, yes, me too. And I said, okay, good. I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. And he said, yep, that's fine. So last night, I took down all of the art in like behind our TV, around our TV, and then all but one piece of art behind our couch. And I know for my friends who have been over, they know how much art that is. It's a lot. It's a lot of art. I not only am an artist, but I really love supporting artists, and I love trading with other artists. So if there's a piece that is something I absolutely love, and I have a piece they absolutely love, I have no problem trading art for art. They get what they want, I get what I want. It's all good, yay. And I do end up with a lot of art. And I love having enough diversity in my art that I can change things up when I have to, when I need to, when my brain doesn't quite function with all of the art being up in the house. So last night I took everything down and I took out all the nails and I filled them with speckle, and I did a first coat of paint, and it wasn't the right paint. So I let it dry overnight. It was just a hair too dark and kind of too bluey for what we have on our walls in the living room. So this morning I got up and I moved all the furniture again, and I repainted, did little touch-ups. Oh, I see April is here. Hey, April, welcome. So I did all the little touch-ups that I had to do, and then after all that was dry, I took down some bigger art pieces that I had in a hallway that weren't being seen, and it's because we had so much art on the walls by the time we acquired them that I didn't have space in the living room. But now I wanted to see them. I wanted to have just a few pieces up on the wall instead of a lot of pieces up on the wall. So they got moved over, and put everything up that I wanted up. And I took some of the smaller pieces, put them in our back hallway that goes to our bedroom and in our bedroom. And I do have about 3 small stacks of smaller works that I did not put back up. And I realized as I was putting up the larger pieces that having a lot of small pieces up behind the TV and behind our couch was really overwhelming me. So I went ahead and just got bigger pieces up on the wall, and I have to tell you, it looks great. It makes me feel happy. And that is the important thing, is for your art to make you feel happy. And yeah, I'm really happy with how things are going at the moment. I've got 2 paintings that I kind of need to swap places with, but one of them is the one that I brought home from Colorado with me, and it's super heavy, so I need our handyman to come and help me with that. So that probably won't be this week. For the rest of this week, I'll probably call him next week and have him come over for that. But because of all this, my shoulders are on fire. So I have hard little knots in my shoulder muscles. So instead of wrangling a big piece to frame tonight for you, I have a smaller piece. Instead of a 20 by 24, I have a 9 by 12. So I hope you don't mind that I'm pulling the old switcheroo on you here. But that is what's going to happen, simply because if I have a larger enough piece that I have to kind of really heft and move around, it's not going to happen. As you can see from my neck position, it's kind of, yeah, it's not going to happen. Big piece isn't going to happen tonight. So I do have this lovely little painting right here. This is titled Exuberant, and I will be framing that piece tonight because it is smaller enough that I can handle it with my ouchie shoulders. So thank you for understanding and rolling with it with me. So let me go ahead and point the camera down at the table for you. We'll just get this framing started. Okay, I think that's gonna be pretty good. We'll do it a little more this way. There we go. Yeah, okay. Okay, I think that'll work. Oh my goodness. So I know those of us here in the US who are kind of paying attention to what's going on in our country, we're a little freaked out at the moment. Really not a whole lot we can do about it except protest and vote and pressure our elected officials to do things that benefit we the people. But there's some hinky stuff going on in government right now, so that is why I am overwhelmed. That's why a lot of people here are overwhelmed. don't agree with what our government is doing, our federal government. I don't like it whatsoever. No, indeed. But that is one of the reasons that I make paintings like this, and my spiralism paintings, and my flowery fish paintings, is so that I can give myself and all of you a little bit of peace of mind. I want my paintings to really reflect the fun and joy and care that I have for all of you, as well as be kind of that safe space in your own home. Bring a little joy, bring a little fun, bring some calm and warmth. Into your space, because I know things are weird. A lot of us have a lot to think about, have a lot to process, and my paintings can be a nice spot of respite for my weary mind, for your weary mind, that I'm doing it right. My paintings might not be, you know, the most serious content, but there's an awful lot of that out there. As long as you love them and like to have one in your home, maybe for some in-home stress relief, then I am perfectly happy making my weird, fun little paintings. If my work reminds you to give yourself some self-care, time out, or just time to sit back and relax and have a beverage of your choice, be it a calming tea or maybe some coffee or hot cocoa or margarita, whatever it is that helps your brain unwind. I hope my art can be part of that. That is important to me. Because you are important to me. I know most of you who watch this are friends and family. And I appreciate all of you. Especially those of you who are not my friends and family, because that means you like my work. Kind of independently of liking me, but if you found me and like me through my art, then thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your feedback and your joy and your love of what I do. So if there can be more of that in the world, more connection, more support, more friendship and love, then I am all for it. And if that makes me weird, then I'm weird. And it's great. And you should try it. You know, I will take kindness and friendship and community any day over toxic and poisonous behavior. People were not meant to be cruel. They just weren't. I know I'm not meant to be cruel. I can be. But I'd rather not be. That's why I make the art that I do make. Because people aren't meant to be left by themselves, you know? We're all meant to be part of a community. We're all meant to love and be loved, to share, to support, to be there for each other. At the end of the day, we are all humans. No matter our race, creed, color, gender, we're not meant to fight one another. We're not meant to be horrible to one another. If you think we are that way naturally, or if you were raised to be that way, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry you've had that pain and trauma all your life. It's not cool. I wish better for you. If you're someone who wishes people ill because they wish for better things for you, the people wishing for better things for you are not the problem. So I thank you for being good people. Thank you for liking my art. Thank you for liking me. And I thank you for loving and supporting one another. All right. There it is, all framed up. It's a pretty little painting called Exuberant. Yeah. Here it is, ready to go. Ready to hang on a wall in a home or a gallery. I did put this in for a show here locally, so hopefully I get into it. Put this one in and I think 3 others into the Herberger show that's coming up. So fingers crossed, wish me luck. Because I really enjoy working with the Herberger Theater and their curatorial team. Their staff is amazing. Their shows are wonderful. Yes, this is the theater. They have a gallery upstairs. And if you're ever there for a show, wander upstairs and see the art that is there. Because a lot of the Phoenix area artists, we put our heart and souls into our work. And they give us a really wonderful venue to show it off. So, yeah, if you see anything at the Herberger, head upstairs into the gallery and take a look around, because they always have really good shows. I'm always astounded by the quality of the art they select. So I hope this one and the other 4 pieces, or at least a couple of the other pieces, get chosen for this upcoming show. And let me put the camera back down here. So yeah, exciting things are happening here. Oh, I also put in for 2 other shows. I think actually one is another show, and the other one I put in for was an art prize. And I never expect to get accepted into any of the shows, or never expect to get any of the art prizes. But gosh, it's terrific when it happens. And it makes me happy. So I am looking forward to hopefully being chosen for some of those things, if not all of them. And maybe next week I will frame that larger painting when my shoulders aren't hurting so badly from rearranging most of the art in my house. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for me tonight. Thank you so much for joining me as usual. And I hope you have a wonderful week and an artful weekend. And I will see you right back here next Wednesday for Zen Stay Wednesday Live on Chaos and Order, Art by Susan Holt. That is me. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.